What is up, gents? DirtBag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. So, it's been a while. So, we're going back to Doom Tower. We just did a video on this right here, Eternal Dragon. Full run, full auto. Look, I got the little auto button going. No manual on this. So we're gonna go through the champs. I'm gonna try this out on 120 as well. This is just floor 80, I think. Floor 80 Eternal Dragon hard, which was, yeah, floor 80, which is definitely one of the hardest bosses when it first got released. But this team right here, I did it on full auto, which I think the only difference is Lydia. I think Lydia was the only one that I didn't use prior, like my old videos. I'm trying to make updated videos for all the new guys coming in, and we're going to go through the gear sets. We're going to go through what they have equipped on them currently, and then I'm going to try it out at 120, so I'll make a new video for that, and then we'll go through what I changed, what I made differently. The main thing takeaway from this is having Brogni, who is in the lead to get the extra resistance aura, and also I'm probably gonna have to change his banner out for a resistance banner, and maybe a chest piece for resistance as well, because having him in full resistance gear is definitely going to help out on floor 120 hard, because him putting up the shields and taking away buffs or anything, he's the one that you kind of need to have resistance on. The other guys, it doesn't really matter. Like Syle's in there for her passive just to heal a little bit more. She's in a relentless set, so she potentially could go multiple times, heal a bunch of people. I think I had Doom Priest in here instead of her before. I think that was the one champion that was changed. Either Doom Priest was instead of Lydia. That might have been it. So I think Doom Priest was in here instead of Lydia. But Lydia, I made her PvE recently, so she actually does quite a bit of damage, and she gives us our strengthen buff on our team. She increases our speed, and she puts up a decreased defense on the enemy team, so they actually get hit a little bit harder. But this, look at that. Full auto, only 5 minutes to complete, which was pretty simple. But look at that damage. Dragstar, obviously, he did the fire, you know, and then Lydia, she did 1.1 million herself, and then Sile did 1 million. I actually made her PvE as well, because I don't really use her in PvP anymore. So let me close this out for you, and let's go over our champions. So quick guide, but those are the champions that I used. You can sub out Lydia for somebody else, and you can sub out I guess that's it, because the other ones are free to get, and they're pretty good. Like, you might be able to put Warlord in there. Ninja might be able to get put in there. He just dies so fast. Like, he does not live a lot. So here we go. Our Sile, we changed it up, so we actually went a little bit more PvE route, so she could do a little bit more damage. We got her down to War Master, just increasing her healing, increasing speed in case anybody dies, and also does a little bit of heal herself if she does any damage. So skills all maxed out, because she is a very, very good champion. And why we bring her is because of this passive right here. So she can res, but this passive is what makes it so good. Heals all allies by 10% of their max HP, at the start of each turn. Puts a 30% increased speed buff on a random ally for 2 turns, but she could also decrease the enemy's speed. So if her resistance is, or accuracy is high enough, she can reduce their turn meter and reduce their speed, which actually helps out a lot on the ads. So the gear we have, total stats, 67k, so not a ton of HP. 3,500 defense, 226 speed, and 291 accuracy. Now you can go above 300 accuracy if you're having trouble land the decreased speed. But really, the other stats are going to be important. The HP, speed, and having her in a relentless set is clutch. So I can increase her speed a little bit here. I just put this on her today. But speed, HP, speed. This isn't my best relentless set. It's just leftover. Speed, defense, HP, accuracy. We can increase that. Let's increase that a little bit. Enchant, accuracy. Boom! Look at that. Another 5. Another 7. So we got a little bit more accuracy on her now. That might actually put her over 300. HP on the gloves with speed. HP on the chest piece with speed. And obviously speed boots. So ring, I think, is most likely HP or defense. So HP or defense, whichever is better. Defense or HP on the neck piece, but just make sure you have a lot of accuracy. And then we have accuracy on the banner. You can go HP if you don't really care about the decreased speed, but again, it does help with the ads, because our next strategy for 120, if I don't do it on auto, it's going to be manual, and I always go after the ads first instead of the dragon. So that is our style. Let's go into, I have to get Brogni out for you. Since we got her up top, let's just go over Lydia. Lydia is definitely one of the best champions in the game. I actually have mine at +2 because we got Visix twice and just fused her as soon as possible. But it's not needed. So you want to get booked out because she's a very, very good champion, but you're going to bring her because of this increase strengthen, which reduces your damage by a lot and also increases your speed. She actually helps do more damage to the ads as well as the boss. This block buffs. Actually, can you put a block buffs up on the main boss? Because stopping that buff that he puts up on himself would be insanely good. So that might actually be beneficial. This won't really proc for you. And then this doesn't really matter. So her masteries, we got her down again. I told you PvE, I made her more. So we got down to counterattack, and then War Master to do more damage. This is good for Hydra. This is like basically my Hydra build. So then we went with a Relentless set. Anytime support champion, Relentless is probably the best set to put them in. But this is really like my best gear I have for her. I could definitely lift this out a little bit better. But HP speed, look at that speed roll. 27, sweet Louis will love this. 27 speed for that. That is insane. And then we got speed, accuracy. You definitely need her in accuracy. Speed, accuracy for the chest piece, because you want her with as much accuracy as possible, especially with Hydra out now. And then speed for the boots. So we went with, for the neck, or for the ring, we have a 25% chance to turn a critical hit. It's not really needed, but HP, as much HP as you possibly can get. Defense, but as much accuracy as you possibly can get. And then accuracy with speed. I don't know why this isn't booked out. Maybe because of my rotation. Yeah, I'm at 269 speed. So my, what's his name? All right, 69k HP, Prince Kymar. My Prince Kymar is 271 speed. So he has to be first in my rotation for all of my dungeons. So that's why she's only at 269. So that's why. 69,000 HP, which is pretty good. 3,500 defense, 269 speed. You want her fast in a Relentless set. 234 resistance, not needed, but good. And then 438 accuracy. Again, we have an accuracy chest piece, which that's how we got so high. So that's our Lydia. Let's go down to, we want a Recial, Drexthar, Bloodtwin. Is he still in my vault? Probably. He's a free champion you can get from 3v3 once per day. Alrighty, our Drexthar Bloodtwin. So he's the free champion. Haven't really geared him out in a very long time. But Stalwart set. Stalwart set is so good for Dragon. Eternal Dragon. It reduces the AoE damage, which is most of his attacks, all of his attacks. 30% reduced damage from AoE. So you want him to be your tank. You want him to have a crap ton of HP and a crap ton of accuracy. And really speed. So 80,000 HP on a defensive type champion is insanely good. So 80,000 HP, 3,200 defense, 227 speed, and 330 accuracy. If I could get this higher, I would. If you need more accuracy, use him as your lead. He has an extra 70% or 70 accuracy in the lead as a champion. So Stalwart set, again, you want as much HP and accuracy and speed as possible. So we could probably boost this up a little bit. He's got 2% HP on that. Oh, 3% more. And look at that, we got an extra 275, 475, look at that. So boosted that up. So now that got us a little bit more HP. And then we have HP, only 1%. Wow. I gotta redo my my glyphs. I haven't done this guy in freaking forever. 4%? All right, 3% is fine. Speed, let's throw a 4 spot on there. 2, whatever. All right, so HP and speed. If this could be accuracy, I would add more accuracy to it. Accuracy there, speed, HP gloves, accuracy, and then HP chest piece, speed, defense, and then speed, accuracy on the boots. So as much HP, like I said, and accuracy as you can get. So we have HP probably for the ring. Yep, pretty good HP roll. We have HP for this with good accuracy, and then accuracy 100% needed for the banner with HP substats and speed. So let's see how much did we get an extra 2,000? Wow, we got an extra 1,600 for that extra boost, so 81,000 HP. But masteries, he is going to want to have just more damage, so he's got Giant Slayer, and you just need to land the HP burn. So you want to have as much accuracy to land the HP burn as possible. That's his thing. That's his main thing. Is his passive is anytime he gets hit, has a chance to put up an HP burn, and anytime he does his A1, puts up an HP burn. So that's why you bring him. Brogni, he's in our PvE set right now. We're using him for Clan Boss. So he really just has Giant Slayer for his shields. This will proc a lot more. Counterattack for this. And his shield, it does damage back to the attacker and it heals people. He can also extend his shield a little bit longer, but being able to reflect 25% of the damage back to the attacker is awesome. He can put on HP burn as well if needed. So if there's not an HP burn on the champion, actually I should probably book this out a little bit more. If there's not an HP burn on the enemy champion or enemy yet, put it on him. So if it doesn't proc from Drexstar, have him go up and hit the guy that doesn't have HP burn because he has a chance to put out there as well. But this is why we bring him Aura 60 in Doom Tower. So his resistance, probably for the 120, I'm going to need to increase this by a lot. But he's at 83,000 HP, 2,800 defense. This is mainly Clan Boss. He does hit hard, so 100% crit rate, crit damage, and then 255 accuracy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out his banner and put in a resistance banner, and then I'll probably take out this 2-piece set and put in a resistance set, and that's basically what I would do to change them up. Instead of accuracy, you don't really need accuracy for him for this boss specifically, so you're going to want resistance, as much resistance as you can get on this one. You can probably go HP, honestly, for the chest piece or for the neck. HP as much as you possibly can. You want HP, for me, I just did more damage, but you want HP for this with as much resistance as you can. HP with the resistance, speed with resistance, HP speed, a lot of HP on this one, and then HP accuracy speed. So again, these two probably subbed out for resistance. And I'm not sure if you need the lifesteal, but if you can get away without lifesteal, put in a resistance set. Just throw in a couple of these pieces right here on them. Any speed? Yeah, probably this one goes on them. And probably one of these helmets right here. Speed, defense, accuracy. Speed, HP, accuracy. Yeah, so basically I would throw some of these sets on him to get up my resistance because I don't want his V's to go on cooldown against the dragon. So, all right, and then we're going over Doom Priest. So Doom Priest is the other option because of her passive. You can actually take away debuffs from your team and heal the team by 7.5%. You want her in a Relentless set, so have her kind of the same gear out as Sile. I might have just put her gear on Sile, but swap it if you want to bring her in here. But as much HP as you possibly can, as much speed as you possibly can, and that's really all she needs is speed and HP. So if you can do that with your Doom Priest, you run her and you'll be good. This is the last MVP. So Jareg is so good for this boss. His passive is a continuous heal anytime one of your team members takes 20% of his HP, and it stacks. So if he gets hit twice, you're going to put out 2 continuous heals and then they just heal back up. But this is why you bring him. You don't care about his other ability. You really just want to bring him in here for the decreased attack. Putting a decreased attack on the boss, you get hit so much less, like so much less. It's crazy. So put out the decreased attack, make sure his accuracy is up as much as possible. I don't even care about his damage. I just bring him in here for the decreased attack. You want to make sure that it gets extended with Master Hexer. and a chance to proc counterattack. So that's kind of why we're bringing him in here. So really stalwart set, same with Drexar Bloodtwin. He takes less damage, and you want him with as much HP as you possibly can get him. HP and accuracy. We have almost 400 accuracy on our Dreg, 251 speed, 77,000 HP, and yeah, you don't need anything else besides speed, HP, and accuracy for him, and put him in a stalwart set. So we have speed, HP, accuracy, speed, HP, defense, accuracy, HP, speed, HP, accuracy, speed, resistance. Don't know why the hell I have resistance on him. Maybe just because of this really good speed roll. Yeah, so I might change this up, but yeah, so I would go HP if you can. So HP, speed, accuracy, and then speed, as much HP and accuracy as you possibly can get. For the ring, what do we got? We got HP, defense. It's really good defense roll. And then we have defense with as much accuracy as you possibly can get, and then accuracy with as much speed as you possibly can get. So that is Drake. Alrighty. Who else? So I think you could try Vergoth. Vergoth is a very, very good healer. He's going to be able to keep your people up a little bit longer. His passive is just super good. Whenever this champion is attacked, heals all out by 50% of the damage received. He also heals himself. Could put out Leech to heal your team. I don't have mine booked up. I'm not sure why. Maybe I should book him up. He does have a decreased attack, but this is going to be on cooldown, so you don't really care about that one. Yeah, so again, he's good. He's just not needed, but he could be a substitute for one of your champions. And this guy is very good, Vrask. You don't care about his A2. You really just want him in here for his A1. Fills champion's turn meter by 20% if this attack is critical, which it should be because his passive heals all allies by 10% of this champion's max HP whenever this champion is hit with a critical. So you can put him in a relentless set, which we used to have him. And I think I had him close to 90k HP, 100k HP. So getting up to 100k HP on your Vrask and you crit every single time, you're healing your team for 10,000 plus HP every single time he crits. And if he's proccing relentless, he's literally going every single time, like go, 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 go. You don't need anything on him besides as much HP as you possibly can get, as much speed as you possibly can get, and make sure he's at 100% crit rate. So for the gloves, it'd probably be easiest just to go with a crit rate glove with speed and HP. I can actually book this out a little bit more. HP for that, HP for the boots, as long as you can get as much speed as you possibly can. Speed offset, and then this would be a relentless shield with as much HP and speed as an offset. For the things down here, it's really just all HP. So we want as much HP on the banner as we possibly can get with a lot of speed. And then we have HP and HP. This is probably the best ring. I didn't want to take off anybody else. So we have 12% extra with 3,400 right there. So yeah, get your Vrask over 100k, and his masteries, don't really need masteries. Maybe just go down the healing route, heal for a little bit more. And that's really all you need from this guy is, and probably get down to 3,000 HP. Yeah, I think that extra HP would be awesome. Yeah, I actually want to make a video of Vrask, because Vrask is a very, very cool champion. Anybody else? No. So that's mainly it. That's what I would be using for this boss. Godseeker could be good. She could be a good reser anytime somebody dies. See, I don't know if this goes on cooldown. This might go on cooldown. If it does, then it's kind of pointless. So having her in as much resistance as possible, just using her as a healer, could be good. But that team that I showed you initially is definitely the best team to use. And most of them are free champions. So hopefully, guys, this helped you out. If you want to check out my other videos, they're still relevant. They're still good. I'm going to be doing an updated video on 120 once that comes out in a couple days. But let me know what you want to see next, what other videos for Doom Tower or another Hydra video. I have to do some more Hydra content, but I'm mainly going to be focused on 3v3 because there's a lot of team members that need to get up to gold 3 or gold 1 for 3v3 for clan vs clan. We are recruiting for the clan. We have 2 spots available. We do literally this every single day, so this isn't really an issue. And then Hydra, we're up to the 2nd head on Hydra, and our clan vs clan, that is starting in 9 hours, so I'm not sure we're going to fill the last 2 spots, but if we do, go join Discord. Gotta be a member, go over 150k for clan vs clan points, and these guys are all badass motherfuckers. So appreciate all you guys clicking on the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Go join the DirtBags if you haven't already, and we will see you in another video soon.